Hello again, this is Heero Uzuki with part 99 of my Fallout New Vegas Let's Play, the game in which prostitution, like slavery, is one of those things that just wasn't burned away in nuclear fire. However, in this instance, I suppose we're better off for it, because it was thanks to a pimp and her employee that we were able to solve a missing persons case. Did I say pimp? I meant, player in a management profession. Yeah. Look, please don't think too hard on it. And, don't take my words out of context, please. Anyway, back to the main story. Back towards getting to the end. And back to walking. Yep. Some riveting gameplay we've got going on here. The most. Yep. I just worry if it's too riveting, if this happens a bit too much. I'm not saying I'm getting tired of it, mind you, it's just some people, they might get tired of the riveting gameplay after a while. Too many times and it'll start to feel a bit old. Okay, here we are.
Has the Brotherhood been found?
Yep, and I got them to help out.
And you believed them?
Yep.
Do you have any idea how long we've been fighting those bastards?
Yeah, and you should be
Crocker
thankful.
will have a field day with this. He'll want to establish diplomatic relations with them, for Pete's sake.
Sounds great.
But we've got more important matters to attend to. The President is due to arrive soon, and we're sure the Legion won't waste such an opportunity. I want you to assist the security detail we've prepared for the President.
And
His
I should do
safety
that.
is critical to
Why?
maintaining the men's fighting spirit. Go up to the Visitor Center and speak to Ranger Grant. He's in charge of security during the President's visit. Dismissed.
Not even a thank you. Sheesh. This is why I hate dealing with warhawks. Their narrow-mindedness leads them to believe that the only way to resolve a problem is with the business end of a gun or the loud end of a bomb. I swear, they're no better than barbarians, and the only difference between them and barbarians is that, unlike a barbarian, a warhawk doesn't necessarily need to be right next to their neighbors in order to kill them. Their inability to think beyond bullets and explosions is a pox on society, if you ask me. Humanity as a whole would survive a hell of a lot longer if they weren't around tainting the gene pool and contaminating minds. But that's just one man's opinion.
I've heard of you.
I'm sure
Glad
you
you're
have.
here to help us out. This is a delicate matter, and we need all the help we can get from people we can trust. We've got a lot to do to prepare for the President's visit, and not much time.
I'm sure
Once
we've got
we start,
plenty of
we'll be on
time.
a strict timetable. Are you ready?
Questions first.
Ask your questions, but keep it short.
First question, why are you being so snippy? You should be thankful I'm even here doing this for you at all.
We trust you, so you're free to have your weapons. Just don't do anything too crazy, and we'll back you up.
Glad to hear it.
Security detail consists of rangers stationed here at the dam. Some will keep an eye on the crowd while others will watch the perimeter. Snipers and sharpshooters have been assigned to key locations, and we also have a special canine unit sniffing out members of the crowd. I've also locked down access to critical locations such as the landing platform.
Yeah, well, I'm
on the
gonna
visitor
need
center.
access.
Alright, I'll give you full access.
Neat. Yeah, Rex is a great companion to have for this, or if you have the Animal Friends perk, you can borrow one of their canines.
I have a full itinerary here. Here you go.
Neat.
The Legion will definitely try something. We don't have any solid leads yet. I'd almost expect something direct from them. given the circumstances, there's a possibility of something more subtle, like sabotage.
They've
Since
actually
we
got
don't
both
have
of those
anything
planned.
solid, we'll just have to keep our eyes out for anything out of the ordinary. Someone like you, I'm just glad to have you on board.
Neat.
Do whatever you can. Security sweeps, talk to people, keep an eye out.
Alright, done
If there's
questioning.
nothing else, then let's get moving. Good. The president doesn't arrive until tomorrow. Get some rest. I'll brief you in the morning.
And by rest, he means stand right where I'm at.
Glad you could join us.
I never
Most
moved.
of my men are already on duty, and the crowd has already started gathering outside. We've got a busy day ahead of us. President Kimball is arriving shortly. If you want to do any last-minute security sweeps or take a look around for anything suspicious, do it now.
As a matter of
Once
fact,
you're
we're gonna
ready,
do that.
meet me outside on the observation deck. Don't take too long.
First things first, we're gonna come up here. And speak to this lady right here.
Hey, you haven't seen my friend around here, have you? His name is Ben, and he's an engineer.
Nope.
We were supposed to meet up so we can watch the president's speech together, but he hasn't shown up yet.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just keep waiting. Sorry to bother you.
I say that, but I do kinda know where he ended up. And you need
We
a
won't go
perception
quietly.
of 6 in order to get the check. A pool of blood on the floor. You examine the area and notice a bloody wrench in a toolbox nearby. Someone was killed here recently, and judging by the scene, it was one of the engineers. You should keep an eye out for any engineers acting strangely. It's not stealing, he's already dead. And a science stat of 50. Nailed it. Your damn security report. The president arrived. With the president's arrival today, security is running a final sweep of the area, making preparations. Only members of the security team will have weapons at the president's speech, plus me. This means that all troopers at the speech must relinquish their weapons beforehand. We will limit people allowed to see the speech to a small number to reduce any potential risk to the president. I've gotten word that the president is traveling with only 2 rangers, so our security team will need to be on full alert. I'd still like to log my concerns for not having enough time to prepare for this, but we'll do our job here today. By which he means me. Duty roster. You notice that duty roster has been accessed by an unknown login ID. It'd be a good idea to keep an eye out for anything out of the ordinary. Isn't that always how it is? Basic assignments are this. Rangers will secure the perimeter and keep an eye out for any external threats. Additional rangers will be stationed around the stage and the crowd. Their primary job is to keep an eye on the crowd to make sure nothing funny happens. I want sharpshooters positioned at the following potential sniper locations: Visitor Center Roof, Western Ridge. Tower 1 roof. I want a radio up there to check in. Stay frosty today. Nothing bad is going to happen on our watch. Engineering report. We received word that the president's Vertibird is having some issues with the flight control computer. I've had some of the techs here examine the logs that were sent, and we think we can fix the issue with a small computer update. Ranger Grant has given me permission to have one of the NCR engineers examine the Vertibird when it arrives, as well as having our computer update the Vertibird system after it arrives. Mine. I just want it. Okay.
Hey, I heard about you. What can I do for you, friend? Nope. Haven't noticed anything strange at all. Neither has my friend here, and he has a good nose for these things.
I wish I could have brought my friend. Sadly, I'm only allowed 1 companion.
Thanks. We haven't been paired together long, but he's a smart dog. Make it quick.
No, I'm good. I'm sort of good. But yeah, Rex is good to have around here.
If I was the assassin, I'd be up on that ridge. Or if I didn't care about escaping, maybe that near tower, with a landing pad behind us.
He says.
Smart move for the Kings to back down. They didn't know who they were messing with. I'll meet you on the observation deck. Have you finished your security sweep?
Yep.
Looks like that's his Vertibird coming right now. It's showtime. Let's not mess this up. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some security procedures to oversee.
With his one eye. President's itinerary. The President will visit Hoover Dam to give a speech to the troops and award a medal to Private Watson for his bravery and service to the NCR. The President is scheduled to arrive via Vertibird from California. The Vertibird will land on the top of the Visitor Center, where Colonel Moore will meet the President and escort him up to the stage. After a brief introduction by Colonel Moore, the President will give his speech. The speech will only take approximately 4 minutes. During the speech, the President will award a medal to Private Jeremy Watson for his service to the NCR. Once the speech is over, the President will be escorted directly back through the Visitor Center to his Vertibird for immediate departure. In event of an emergency, the speech will be canceled and the President will be rushed to the Vertibird for immediate departure. If there's a problem with the Vertibird, a room on the second floor of the Visitor Center will be used as a safe room to keep the President secure until any threat is over. Access to this room has been restricted, and Colonel Moore has the key in her desk. Right. And there it is. The so-called Bear Force 1. It's a stupid name if you ask me. Come up with something interesting! All we really gotta watch for is the sniper and the engineer, who is in fact going to place an explosive on the Vertibird. Okay, he's still there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for coming out here today for this very special occasion. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the President of the new California Republic, Aaron Kimball.
Thank you, my fellow Californians, who have come
I
so
didn't
far
vote for
to
you.
answer the call the service put forth by the Republic. It is for you that I have come here, and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks and are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices.
Not me.
It is because of men and women in private first class, Jeremy Watson, that Nevada and the new California Republic remain free and secure.
You are looking at the President's Vertibird. The assassin could have done something to the Vertibird. Examine. You search the Vertibird and notice a strange item that doesn't belong. Upon examination, you notice it's a bomb. You skillfully disable the bomb and remove it from the Vertibird.
Born in a tin
Not
shack
going to
on the
report this.
outskirts of one pine, Jeremy Watson never had it easy. His father was a caravan guard on the short route, and his mother, like many Californians, braved the ruins of the old world as a prospector. They suffered through water shortages, raider attacks, and the Brotherhood War. Like our mighty Sierra Nevadas, they endured. But the time came when they could no longer shoulder the burden alone. 12 years ago, they called out for help.
This ranger was
And
killed
the
not too
Republic
long
heard of
ago.
them.
He looks to be the
Troopers,
sniper that was
rangers
stationed
just
watch
like
from the
you,
top of this tower.
answers the clarion call. Men and women step forward to say, I will carry the weight. And at all we made true on our promise, driving out the raider tribes to establish a lasting peace in the eastern Sierra Nevada. We carried the weight, And though we left behind many of our brothers and sisters on that battlefield, it did not break us. 10 years ago, Chief Elise met with representatives of the Desert Rangers to discuss terms of what would become the Ranger Unification Treaty. The treaty was more than a resolution to welcome the Desert Rangers into the Republic. It was a covenant to protect Southern Nevada against Caesar's Legion and the tyranny of his regime. There are some back home who ask me, but who are we protecting? What is Nevada to us? Sometimes we forget that the light of our society shines beyond our borders. Sometimes we take those privileges for granted that our forebears fought so hard to achieve.
Wrap it up!
We must always remember that wherever Californians stand, we carry our principles with us. Equal respect, representation, and protection under the laws of a just republic. This was the same fire that burned in the heart of the old world that preceded us. We are the heirs of that civilization, torchbearers eastward of the Pacific, into the darkness of this wasted land. When the Republic called on the men and women of California to carry that fire across the Mojave, Jeremy Watson answered. You answered. Together you carried the weight. And when PFC Watson's platoon came under attack at Forlorn Hope,
Oh my god, please stop talking
he took a
already.
great risk. Not only for his fellow Californians, but for California itself. He was prepared to make the most noble of sacrifices to defend the principles of our republic, even here, on Nevada soil. His actions are a beacon to all of us who stand here today in tribute to his valor. Private First Class Jeremy Watson, on behalf of the Senate and people of the new California Republic, it is my honor to present you with the Star of Sierra Madre. Not far from this spot, a monument stands as a tribute to the sacrifice made by those who came before us. The men and women
Only he
who
knew what the
fulfilled
Sierra
promise we
Madre
made to the
was
Desert Rangers.
and what it was right now.
Its back is inscribed with the names of the troopers and rangers who carried the weight. And because they made the most noble of sacrifices, it did not break us. 4 years ago, we held this dam. 4 years ago, we carried the weight. 4 years ago, we drew a line through the Mojave as clear as the Colorado River. A line that Caesar cannot cross. Today, you stand here with our brothers and sisters to hold that line. Today, you honor all Californians by carrying that weight. Today, you are the waves of the Pacific, pushing ever eastward.
Today you are expendable.
Rising from the Sierra Nevadas, defiant and enduring. You are the great western light of California, torchbearers in the darkness.
The meat shields for the Baron, or Brahmin Barons, yeah.
In our republic. Thank you.
That's basically what you guys are. Your meat shields for the Brahmin Barons.
Let's get the fuck out of here. What the hell are you waiting for? I want to get shot. Let's go.
Yeah, the reason why we're not reporting on the 2 assassination attempts is, that guy right there, he's our assassin. The one who planted the bomb up there. And if we reported the explosive and the failed sniping attempt, he would have made a run at the president with a knife. The reason why he's not going to try and knife the president is because he still thinks that the bomb is there. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's going to try and detonate it.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
You're welcome. What's the matter, buddy? That detonator not work for you? Okay, well, with that done and out of the way, I think we're gonna go ahead and stop here while the stopping's good. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, then consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button, leaving a comment, and hitting that bell to stay updated with more videos from me. Smile, guys! This is the second to last part. You can afford to smile! You too! All of you! This is about as good as it's gonna get, isn't it? With that, this is Heero Uzuki, signing off. Shit. You guys were any happier, I'd probably shoot all of you.